You favor Canelo or Crawford?
Canelo. Yeah.
What do you think is the most significant part of that matchup in Canelo versus Crawford?
That he's comfortable at 168. You know, that he's been fighting there. He went and collected all the belts at that weight class. Crawford, of course, Crawford has a chance. He has a big chance, you know, being one of the pound-for-pound fighters of the world. But it's just the advantage of being there first. You know what to expect in that weight class. Crawford's coming off a 154 fight that he fought last year. So I really don't consider him even a 154. He's been fighting at 147 for a while. He had that one fight at 154, and then he stopped fighting for a year again. So, you know, of course he's probably been training, you know, again, high-class fighter. But to be comfortable at 168, you're going to have to do some fights in there. And going in there fighting the undisputed champion, it's going to take a toll.
What about Ennis? He's the new addition to 154. He's yet to fight there. Canelo brought him in camp specifically because he's a switch hitter like Terence Crawford. What do you make of Ennis just now being in your division and then him contributing to Canelo's camp heading into this fight? Is that a good one?
I think it's good for Canelo's camp to have a fighter like Ennis. Because, yeah, he likes to switch right-handed, southpaw. I think Canelo probably didn't need that. But, you know, the fact that Ennis went might cause a little bit of drama. I think he did for a dramatic effect. But, you know, great fighter at 147, but 154 is a different division. They have me in there, so we'll see what he can do.
I want to talk to you about a past opponent of yours, Virgil Ortiz Jr., getting ready to fight, not Virgil Ortiz, but Lubin, the past opponent of yours, going up against Virgil Ortiz Jr. What's your thoughts on that matchup with Lubin rebuilding himself the way that he has?
Should be good. Should be good. A lot of people doubt Lubin. I don't know why they doubt Lubin. He only has 2 losses versus world champions. You know, so big puncher, fast, strong. I see it as a 50-50 fight, but again, I'm not everybody else.
You ever had any of your opponents at the press conference doing most of the talking? It was Keith Thurman was doing most of the talking, entertaining the crowd. Did that make you laugh?
Definitely made me laugh. It made me laugh, but you know, I think that's honestly how it usually goes. I don't really speak too much. We've been to the press conferences or we've been to Fundora Fight Week. I don't really talk too much anyway, so I'm used to it.
Sebastian, they say, you know, throughout the Canelo Crawford promotion, there's weight classes for a reason. For you, it's the size matter. Do you actually feel the advantage when you're the taller fighter and thereby the margins that you are?
There definitely is advantage. There definitely is, but it depends how you want to fight. You can find the inside and not use your reach, or you can fight from the outside and just knock them out like you're shooting a gun. But it just depends on the fighter, because you know, a lot of people vary what they eat, how they're raised, how they train. I think we have the perfect schedule for me, perfect style from my life. But you know, it just depends on the person himself.
Because Tim Tszyu said he couldn't solve the puzzle. He said it felt like he was shadow boxing against himself, and that was an interesting comment considering he went toe-to-toe for 12 rounds with the blood and all that stuff, and the second time he just couldn't solve you at all. What do you just make of that?
That we're getting better. You know, we've been working very hard again, so you're going to see improvements. And the fact that PBC keeps putting us in different cards throughout the years, I feel that we're the most active fighter for PBC. We're one of the most active fighters right now as a champion. So, you know, we use that to grow. My dad keeps adding things to our camp. We keep growing with that. I'm getting older, I'm getting wiser, I'm getting more mature. So, and then on top of that, my sister's a world champion. So if I'm not fighting, I'll watch her fight and I grow from there as well. So we just continue to grow, and this formula that we have just makes us that much better.
What about one of the youngest current world champions in Sanders Aya in your division? He's the one that's he's getting the most criticism. You know, he fought for a vacant world title. People don't feel it's legit, this and that. What do you make of Sanders Aya as a fighter in your division?
Good fighter. Now he's a WBO champion. We had to lose that belt for whatever reason the WBO wanted to do, but we'll see him in the future. I'm pretty sure.
Will you be attending your sister's fight on September 20th?
I will be working the corner of my sister. I have to be.
What's it like, you and Gabriella both in camp actively right now together? What's that going through the breach together? What's that like?
Motivational. Very motivational. You know, watching her do her thing as an undisputed queen, a flyweight, you know, it motivates me to do a better performance than her, you know, because, you know, she just keeps knocking these girls out. So I got rid of Sue at the 7th or the 8th round. she's probably gonna knock this girl out, like wherever she fights, 4th or 5th round, maybe 2nd. We're going for the 1st round, but you know, then I got Thurman, so I'm gonna try to beat that.
What's it been like when you and I talked earlier this week? Undisputed. Sebastian Fundora on Undisputed, the tallest player on the video game, bro. What's that like turning the game on and seeing yourself on PS5?
I just started playing the game last week. You know, they gave me the game for free. They gave me the code for free. I was like, oh man, I made it. But you know, I've been just getting messages from fans telling me that I'm unstoppable in the game. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta keep up in real life. I gotta keep up in real life, which I am doing. But you know, it's have that mentality. You know, like no one could beat me. You know, you guys keep saying that it's being tall an advantage. It is. It's about time I start using it.
Have you reached out?